Hey, this is Jan with Commercial Real Estate. Today I'm super excited because we're going to talk about one of my favorite concepts in commercial real estate. It's called the inflection point. And what the inflection point is it's a way for us to have language around pivotal situations in the deal. It's that moment that oftentimes is overlooked, but if you've been in the game for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that moment where the deal shifts, the energy of the transaction shifts. If the inflection point conversation or moment goes well, then you know the deal is on its way to being completed. If the inflection point moment doesn't go well, then it feels like there's been several steps taken back, even though the deal was very close to being completed. It's essentially language for a pivotal moment. That's exactly what we're talking about when we're talking about inflection points. Now, let me give you an example. A big inflection point happens when a new player gets into the conversation, right? So let's say that there is a moment where the attorney who represents the landlord has now said they want to get on a call, and you're the tenant or you're the buyer, and this is your first time discussing with the landlord about your positioning and how they perceive your offer or how they perceive your financials. And based on your response to that attorney, in that one moment, when that attorney has that one question, and keep in mind, you could have been negotiating this transaction for 3 weeks, a month before the attorney got involved. But based on that moment, the deal shifts. If you don't present the right financial, if you don't respond in a way that shows that you are capable of completing the deal, then the transaction takes steps backwards. And once again, no one's going to say now this transaction is taking a lot of steps backwards and we're not getting closer to doing the transaction. They will probably not say that, but you'll feel a shift in energy. And that's why it's so important to pay attention to all of the quiet moments in a transaction, from communication, the way someone carries themselves, their attitude, the way they respond, their cadence of communication when it comes to the response time. All of these small moments give us clarity on the changes that transpire through a transaction. So when we get to that inflection point, we know, wow, we did a great job. There was a pivotal question asked. We responded to it very well. And we can tell, based on all the previous information that we have with these individuals, that they were feeling our answer and things are moving forward. Now, if we don't have language for an inflection point, if we don't understand that we're in the middle of an inflection point, then that moment can just come and go, and we were never even aware of the fact that we were in that moment, that the stakes were that big. The inflection point is the climax of a movie. It's the moment where you realize that it's a make or break moment in the film. Same thing in commercial real estate. It's not just about the spreadsheets. It's not just about the numbers penciling out. It's about creating language for scenarios like this so that you know that you're in the middle of them. If you don't have language for a scenario like the inflection point, then it's very possible that you just think it's another question, you just think it's another moment, and you're not able to rationalize your own performance for that moment. So when you have language around the possibility of an inflection point happening, now you get to show up differently. You can take a pause, take a break. You can think through how you want to respond to it. You can spend more time preparing. I hope all that makes sense. At commercial real estate, what we do is we bring language into commercial real estate scenarios like this so that you're better prepared to take advantage of every single moment in the transaction so you can get the deal done. And if this resonates with you, we would love to work with you. Please hit subscribe so we can make videos like this, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.